see your energy today. Have you got some more energy? Free, free. Free, free. Don't think it was good enough, was it? Free, free. Free, free. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a terrorist state.
Israel is a
Terrorist state.
Israel is a
Terrorist state.
Big ups. With that being said, our first speaker is Palestinian activist Siham. She's been very active. She's part of Sheffield for Palestine. They've been doing a lot of fundraising in Sheffield. They've been organising. Some of them as well have been part of the student encampment that took place about a year and a bit ago now. So big ups. Give a warm welcome to Siham, Palestinian activist and an organiser in Sheffield.
October 2025. It is also day 743 of genocide and over 77 years of Nakba. Nakba means catastrophe in Arabic. Making a difference starts with the courage to speak up, even when it is the most uncomfortable. It begins with refusing to be silent in the face of oppression, even when our voices feel small. Every 52 minutes, a child is killed in Gaza. The number of children killed in Gaza in 4 months exceeds the total number of children killed in 4 years of all global conflicts. Shame! Shame! Meanwhile, the annexation of the West Bank continues and thousands upon thousands of homes are reduced to rubble. This destruction is not a consequence of conflict. It is a result of planned policies aimed at erasing a people, their land, their rights, and yet the world remains silent. History has shown us that silence is not neutral. It always sides with the oppressor. Take here, Starmer, and your genocidal enabling government. You do not speak for us when you arm apartheid. You do not represent us when you support genocide. Your policies enable occupation, collective punishment and violence against civilians. You speak of self-defense, but self-defense does not give a license to kill civilians. You speak of security. You speak of security, but security is not a justification for collective punishment. Yet you continue to sell arms to Israel, provide intelligence for their security services, and offer political cover to continue their war crimes. Shame! You talk about peace plans, but we see through your double speak. What is offered to the Palestinians is not peace, but a cycle of violence, of occupation and dispossession. This so-called peace plan is yet another attempt to suppress Palestinian rights. If it ever was to work, Gaza will become a colony of the US with Israel's continued full control. And millions of exiled Palestinians still not able to return back to their homelands. This is the truth. Israel's intentions are clear. They do not seek peace, they seek to destroy. Every bomb dropped, every life lost, every home demolished, every child murdered is a systematic attempt to erase Palestinians' existence. Meanwhile, the ceasefire was announced and was violated within hours. Those that celebrated the ceasefire in the morning were massacred in the afternoon. Bodies of Palestinians have returned with clear signs of torture, hands tied behind their backs, eyes blindfolded, rope tied around their necks, marks of beatings and burns, suffering so obvious, so obviously displayed that all it says on their certificate is simply deceased. Palestinian captives that were released describe extensive torture, being kept naked, shot with rubber bullets, subjected to electrocution, starvation, cuttings and beatings, and being threatened with harm for their children. This is not an isolated account. This is a testimony of a system cruelty inflicted upon human beings. This is not collateral damage, it's a deliberate, systematic assault. If you stand for Palestine, you cannot stand with a government that is complicit with the oppression of Palestinian suffering. Labour, a political entity that supports Israel's occupation, is part of this violence. In the year that Labour has been in power, there has been more arms sales to Israel than there was with the Tories. Shame! Shame! To all the local Labour MPs, I urge you to take inspiration from Zahra Sultana and resign from Labour and be true to your conscience. You cannot claim solidarity. You cannot claim solidarity with the Palestinians if you are politically supporting those who facilitate in war crimes and genocide. If you want your voice to be heard, and if you truly stand with justice, you cannot stand alongside the oppressor. It is our responsibility in the heart of colonialism to fight for liberation and break the shackles of Western imperialism. In 1980s, Sheffield was one of the first cities in the UK to declare itself as anti-apartheid. Why not today, Sheffield? Why not today? People then recognised the connection between the struggles and the struggles of the oppressed. Today, we must take the same stand. Boycott, divestments and sanctions. BDS. This is not radical, but the bare minimum we should do. Just as the apartheid in South Africa, just as the apartheid regime in South Africa was brought to its knees by global pressure, so too can we hold Israel accountable for its crimes. From Rwanda to Congo, from Sudan to Kashmir, from Syria to Yemen, and all the forgotten corners of the world, this fight is a fight against imperialism and fight for all oppressed people. This is a call to all people of conscience. Boycott not just for Palestine, but for your hearts. So when you look in the mirror, you can say that you've done your part. Refuse complicity. Demand transparency and accountability. End policies that enable collective punishment and genocide. Just as Saleh, one of the journalists that were targeted by Israel, along with many others, he said, "Remember me in your prayers and continue the path. My martyrdom is not the end, but the beginning of a long road of freedom. I only sought to deliver a message to a world that turned away from the truth. Hold fast to resistance. The path we believed in, the only one that gave us meaning. Hisbullah wa ni'mal wakeel. God alone is sufficient, and He is the best disposer of affairs. From the Balfour Declaration to the British Mandate Rule, to today's UK's complicity to sponsorship, we continue to protest. We continue to stand on the right side of history. And we continue to say and repeat, glory to our martyrs! Victory to the resistance! We will resist, and we will continue resisting until the Zionist entity has collapsed and Palestinians have the right of self-determination. We will continue resisting until every single Gazan child and every single Palestinian is living a free life in a free Palestine.